What's up, everybody? XRP Bags back with another video. How's everybody doing? XRP, the best digital asset, the fastest, most secure, most scalable, most efficient. Send money anywhere in the world instantly. XRP currently sitting at 46 cents, up 7% in the last 24 hours. The past week, up 23%. In the past month, up 58%. XRP baby. Let's take a look at what's going on. An update on the regulatory climate in the UAE, straight from Ripple Insights.
Liquidity to those applications, but I do think that you'll start seeing that happening in the next couple of years, where the speculative activity will convert to actual real use cases and applications.
A real use case, utility, bull run, no more speculative market. The global regulatory climate for blockchain and digital assets has exhibited great variability and volatility over the prior decade, but a recent Ripple regional customer event for the Middle East and North Africa panel participants explored a new thought leadership-driven regulatory approach from the Abu Dhabi global markets, an approach that represents more balanced oversight of this new technology, one that will unleash its full potential. Measured regulatory outlook, comparing the industry's evolving regulatory environment to a classic innovation cycle. Ripple's head of government and regulatory affairs for APAC, Sarbai, said that regulators around the world have shifted from an early wait-and-see approach, which was followed by an overcorrection because of fear and uncertainty, to a more mature and balanced outlook, exemplified by places like Thailand, where regulators have ended their outright ban in favor of more nuanced rules that promote innovation but protect stakeholders. This new regulatory environment is more effectively paving the way for the growth and evolution of blockchain and digital assets. So there you guys see, regulatory, the molasses is slowly but surely moving. XRP and cryptocurrency, the regulatory framework is being laid down, and it's moving from a more mature and balanced outlook, and coming from a fear and uncertainty. Looks like the regulation is starting to kick up. A new framework for the UAE. ADGM is a financial service free zone within the United Arab Emirates that has put forward another, more thoughtful regulatory approach that many observers view as enterprise ready. Simon O'Brien of the Abu Dhabi Global Market Financial Service Regulatory Authority is part of the team tasked with authoring and managing these regulations. He said, FSRA's goal is to build a mature framework that goes beyond basic issues like anti-money laundering standards to tackle practical needs such as market abuse, transparency, and reporting. Ola Duden, CEO of Exchange BitOasis, reinforced this approach, saying it is important that people look beyond the price of digital assets to understand its true long-term potential. She said that the long-term views is the focus of the BitOasis, and why, as the largest exchange based in the UAE, her company engaged with the ADGM to help develop these new rules. She credited the FSRA team for tasking a risk and putting out such a forward-thinking framework when many others in the region were hesitant to build one. Duden said that BitOasis began the licensing process as soon as the FSRA framework was published, and hopes to be the first regulated exchange in the region later this year. So keep on the lookout. More fireworks coming at the end of this year. Regulation. The wait is over, but keep holding those bags. Importance of the global coordination. Both painted the new ADGM regulations in the context of a larger regulatory bodies and markets. O'Brien said FSRA had the conversation with regulations from Japan, Korea, and the United States to learn from the experiences. He also noted that regulators around the world are looking in turn in what the ADGM has done. This looks like a lot of Korea or China, Japan, Korea, CKJ. The result, he said, is that the conversations have become bilateral, helping other global regulators understand that the UAE is not a safe haven catering only to industry. Instead, over the last year, they've only begun to look at the ADGM as more of a thought leadership style regime. O'Brien explained of having much bigger friends than us who understand what we are trying to do has made it easier for us to communicate what we are doing. Dudin's vision for digital assets and blockchain reinforces we need this for global cooperation. She said that BitOasis firmly believes that in the next 5 to 10 years, assets, physical or digital, including money, will all be tokenized, and ownership of those assets will be represented on a blockchain or public ledger. I think I heard this from To the Lifeboats talking about the tokenized economy and everything being tokenized. BitOasis is positioning itself as a bridge between traditional financial services and the future of blockchain-enabled financial services. This level of potential disruption is one reason why regulators around the world are so committed to finding safe ways to engage and monitor these new technologies. European Parliament member Eva Khalil had echoed a similar sentiment at the recent Ripple regional event in Europe, where he said standardization was important to promote innovation for technology that has so much more potential for good. Bringing together marketplace stakeholders. Of course, global cooperation is only part of the task ahead of the ADGM. O'Brien said the body is still focused on working with the regional entities like the UAE Central Bank. He mentioned that the FSRA has been spending a lot of time helping the bank and its counterparties to understand the new framework and the relation to their own appetite for risk. Key topics in this discussion included AML and KYC, technology governance, asset securitization for investors, fraud control, and more. O'Brien's goal is to educate the bank so that it trusts the new framework and more easily engages with the ADGM and regulated firms. Dudin applauded the collaborative approach. She believes that the right regulatory environment can unlock tremendous value from the blockchain and digital assets, but only if banks are active participants. She said that the industry cannot operate on its own in isolation, so ADGM's commitment to interfacing with the UAE Central Bank is important. O'Brien's doubled down by explaining that it is important for firms to be regulated, not just licensed. For ADGM's part, they see regulated firms as having the same status as banks within the jurisdiction. And what's the only cryptocurrency with the most regulators on their team? Bit licenses, the whole nine, XRP baby, Ripple. Keep holding and stuffing those bags, the greatest digital asset. Ultimately, this balanced regulatory approach and its ability to generate credibility is the one that should facilitate more engagement by banks, investors, entrepreneurs, and other marketplace stakeholders. Dudin said it all comes down to risk and reward proposition. She believes that this new framework will help create a better alignment between government and regulators that will boost more investment in this space. So there you guys have it. The regulation molasses slowly but surely kicking on. Here we go, baby. XRP records rising momentum as millions of tokens move to Coinbase Pro account. The cryptocurrency market has seen a resurgence in terms of volume and spike in the market momentum. Cryptocurrency scanners have caught many significant movements of major coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP across wallets and exchanges, something that was unseen during the bear market of 2018. In a recent tweet, XRPL Monitor The data aggregator for XRP revealed that the whopping 10.1 million XRP were moved to a Coinbase Pro account. That exact amount right there, 10.1 mil, was charged 20 XRP for the entire transaction. So big moves going on. XRP, what can I say? The best digital asset. XRP making more moves. Former Goldman Sachs executive leaves blockchain.com for Ripple. Former Goldman Sachs executive Brianne has left her position at crypto wallet provider blockchain.com to join Ripple. Crypto media outlet The Block reported on May 28th. Wall Street veteran with about 14 years of experience at a major global investment bank, Goldman Sachs, has reportedly left blockchain.com after the serve as the head of an institutional sales and strategy for 14 months. So what do you think is going on here? After serving there as head institutional sales and strategy, the former Goldman Sachs executive has reportedly joined Ripple to lead the global institutional markets team to attract more institutional investments to the crypto space. As she said in this report, she claimed that she is excited to help drive mass adoption of digital assets and the transformation of global payments systems. And we are glad to have you aboard the Ripple team in helping mass adoption of XRP Baby. Her withdrawal from blockchain.com has followed another recent departure by Wall Street trading veteran Jamie Selway, who reportedly left the company January 2019 after joining the firm as global head of institutional markets in the summer of 2018. Founded in 2011 as a crypto analytics source, blockchain.com is formerly blah blah blah. Meanwhile, Ripple reported that institutional direct sales in Q1 2019 have seen a massive growth from 40 million in Q4 2018 to 61.93 million. XRP making moves, baby. Ripple is adding 2 to 3 institutional investors every week. XRP, head of investment. Ripple has been phenomenally roping in allies since its inception. According to Marijan Delatine, the Ripple global head investment is currently accepting 2 to 3 institutional users every week. Delatine revealed the impressive statistic while speaking to the media. Her discussion included multiple topics covering a contrast to Swift, its consumer base, its strategies in Europe, all over policy. Upon questions about the customer base of Ripple, Delatine stated that over 200 financial bodies have started using Ripple XRP since last year, referring that these firms have gone further than the meek of proof of concept. She added that it took Ripple 2 years to accept the initial 100 clients and another year to accept the next 100. She noted that currently the firm ciphers 2 to 3 financial foundations every week. While discussing Ripple's announcement in Europe, Delatine held that the firm was in dialogue with multiple French financial institutes and has stated working with banks like Santander and Crédit Agricole. She added that we cannot provide the precise figure of European clients, but big European banks are already active on the network. An optimistic carryout of Ripple's stockholders is spending profoundly in Europe, launching an agency in London. Ripple has been booming in the fresh bull run. CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has been striving to influence financial industry members about the efficacy of the solutions provided by Ripple. So there you guys have it. XRP making major moves like always. Big updates on the regulatory climate. Go ahead and go check this out if you guys want to see this. That's all I have for everyone today. XRP, the best digital asset, the fastest, the most secure, most scalable, most cost efficient, eco-friendly. Send money anywhere in the world instantly. Keep holding those bags. Keep stuffing those bags. I'm not a financial advisor, but you already know XRP is the best. I'm out of here for tonight. Everybody have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.
To those applications, but I do think that you'll start seeing that happening in the next couple of years, where the speculative activity will convert to actual real use cases and applications.